Welcome to another Adobe Script tutorial. In the last video, we made a script that exports PDFs from InDesign. But one thing about it is annoying. Click OK, and it seems like nothing happens, because the script isn't giving the user any feedback. To fix that, we'll add a progress bar. To begin, I've copied the code from the last video into a new document named Adobe Script Tutorial 3. We'll add a new function at the end of the script. But remember, the script is wrapped in an anonymous function. So when I say end of script, that doesn't mean end of the file. Keep everything inside the anonymous function. So add it here before the function ends. Function, progress, message. The argument message is the initial text the window displays, and it's optional. Now I'll declare some variables. var b, var t, var w, then create the window. W equals new window, palette, progress. This time, the type of window is palette. Unlike a dialog window, this doesn't stop the script and wait for user input. If we did that, the script would grind to a halt and get nothing done. We'll add a text control to show the message. T equals W add static text undefined message and give it a minimum width. T preferred size equals brackets 450 minus 1. Recall last time, first is the width, then the height. Minus 1 means ignore, because I'm only setting the width. Then add a progress bar control. B equals W add progress bar. And size the bar to match the message width. B preferred size equals brackets 450 minus 1. Now for some sub-functions, but a little different from normal. I'm defining them as properties of progress. In this case, the term is actually methods rather than functions, but that detail isn't crucial. More important is understanding every JavaScript function is an object, and like any object, it can have additional properties and methods added at any time. But what's the point, you may ask? It's so we can call these methods from outside the progress function, which is precisely what we'll do. As well, the function variables stay private and can only be modified by calling one of the methods. It's like a class, and what you see here is all it takes to emulate one. Now show the window. W show. Okay, now to use the progress function. Go to the process function. At the point we start doing work, add the call to the progress function. The message argument is optional. If we pass nothing, it won't start with any message until we call the message method. We don't know how many steps there are until reading the folder. Once we have, the value of files length is how many files we'll be processing. So that is the steps value. Just before the loop begins, call progress set and pass files length. Then within the loop, we'll put up the current file name to export. Progress, message, file PDF, name. And after the work is done, increment the progress bar. Progress, increment. And finally, after the loop is complete, close the progress palette. Let's try it. Notice the immediate difference. Now we can tell the script is doing something. But one thing is annoying. What's with the %20 in the file names? That's called URL encoding. You've likely seen it before in a browser. URL encoding is how file objects store the path and file name, and it doesn't allow space characters. so they are replaced by a % and hex value for space, which is 20. The same that browsers do. This is easy to fix. We just have to call the file decode method to make it normal. When we call progress message, wrap the value in file decode. That's better. But our progress function isn't quite done. The folder I'm processing is only 3 InDesign files. What if it's hundreds? I'll make a sleep statement to add some time. That will simulate reading a folder with many files. $sleep 4000. Now we get that lag again, as if the script didn't register our click. There it goes. But still that lag is annoying. Here's how to fix it. At the end of the progress function, after calling show, add w update. Then when progress is called the first time, it's forced to draw the palette. See the difference? Immediately the interface closes. But all we see is a blank progress palette. We can do better. Go to where the progress function is called the first time. Recall, the message argument is optional, and we didn't pass one yet. Let's provide some information. Progress, reading folder. That's more like it. I've made my point, so I'll remove the sleep statement. One last thing. I don't care for the palette close button that doesn't even work. In the progress function, when defining the window, add a properties object as the last argument after undefined size. One value. Close button, false. Now I'm happy. For good measure, I also add wUpdate to the end of the message function. I've had a few cases when the message doesn't refresh until incrementing. This makes sure that it does. Keep this code, because next time we'll make it even better. Subscribe so you're notified of upcoming videos. And like this one if you found it helpful. Also, leave a comment. What do you want accomplished with Adobe Scripts? For which application? Your suggestions help me decide the topics to feature in future videos. Thanks for watching.